We've seen the traumas of residential school. We've seen the oppressive legislation in the Indian Act, all the pieces of legislation that came to restrict and keep the Indian down and to some extent exterminate our people.
In July 2024, Canada apologized to the Dakota and Lakota people for wrongfully labeling them as refugees. Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations Gary Anand issued multiple apologies last year, including to Inuit communities for the mass killing of over 1,000 sled dogs and to 5 Anishinaabe First Nations for financial harm caused by Crown mismanagement. The Dakota-Lakota apology included a promise to rebuild trust and to establish nation-to-nation relations. Standing Buffalo Dakota Chief Roger Redman says no meaningful action has followed the apology, and discriminatory practices continue, including the approval of capital projects on traditional lands. He says Standing Buffalo is challenging all permits and projects until the Crown honors its commitments.
We're not letting industry or government determine consultation for us. We determine that. So we have that consultation framework we presented to the province, and we gave them notice that any permits on major capital projects or rare source minerals, we will be filing a judicial review that to stop those projects until our court case is resolved.
Redmond says when Canada approves projects without consulting First Nations, they ignore critical issues.
As Indian people with treaty and non-treaty bans, we need to stand together to fight against this oppression, because when we have boil advisory issues on the reserves, lack of housing, overcrowding, living in poverty, third world poverty, why across the road are these industries coming in making billions of dollars across from our communities? And using the resources of the land, traditional territories.
Whitecap Chief Darcy Bear says he is with Chief Redman. In an October 2024 letter to Chief Bear, Crown Indigenous Relations Minister Anand Sangari said he had directed his officials to work with Whitecap on a reconciliation treaty.
To sit down with us and co-develop a parity model, and it's going to talk about compensation so you can take that to cabinet, and that is yet to happen. And that letter was from October 17th of 2024, and no action to date. And so from our perspective, Canada's been acting in bad faith.
Bear says Whitecap filed its own claim in December, citing a breach of Crown honor. Both nations want Canada to issue an apology for their failure to uphold their promises and to act in good faith going forward. Rachel May, APTN National News, Saskatoon.